Have you ever gone to bed exhausted, not because of what you did, but because of everything you had to think about? This episode is for you. The mental load of motherhood is real, it's heavy, and it often goes unseen. Today, we're talking about what the mental load actually is, why it drains us, and how God invites us to release the pressure and find peace in the middle of it. If your brain feels crowded, overwhelmed, or constantly on, this episode will help lighten your heart. Hey, sweet friend, and welcome to the Grace-Filled Mom podcast. I'm Amy B. Crowe, a mom, author, and someone who knows what it feels like to be pulled in 10 different directions with multiple kids, practices, activities, and responsibilities all happening at once. If you're running on empty, if you feel like you're meeting yourself coming and going, if you feel lonely, overwhelmed, or like you're not enough, this is your space. A safe place to breathe, feel seen, and remember that you're not alone on this motherhood journey. Every week, we talk about real life motherhood, the kind that happens in the car line, during late night laundry, or while waiting in a parking lot at practice. My hope is simple, that you'll leave each episode feeling encouraged, strengthened, and reminded that God is walking with you through every single season of motherhood. Today, we're talking about something almost every mom carries, often silently, and that's the mental load. If your mind feels full before your day ever begins, or you feel the weight of remembering everything for everyone, this episode is going to speak right to your heart. I'm so glad you're here. Let's grow in grace together. Before we talk about anything else today, can we just take a moment to acknowledge something? Your brain is doing a lot. Even while you're listening to this, there's a good chance you're also mentally preparing dinner, keeping track of appointments, remembering who needs to be where and when, anticipating emotions, managing the schedule, and trying not to forget that one thing you keep forgetting. This is the mental load, and it's heavy. Not because you're weak, not because you're unorganized, but because you're a mother, and mothers hold more things in their minds and hearts than most people ever realize. The mental load isn't just what you do, it's what you track, what you anticipate, what you manage internally so your family doesn't fall apart. It's remembering what size your kids wear, what groceries are running low, which teacher sent that email, who needs to be signed up for what, when the next appointment is, what emotional needs your family members are carrying, which kid is struggling quietly, what bills are due, what's happening at church, school, sports, home. Am I making you stressed out already? The mental load is the invisible work of planning, organizing, anticipating, and caring. And it is constant. Studies show that moms carry the majority of it in the home. But honestly, you didn't need a study to tell you that. You feel it. The mental load creates fatigue that physical rest alone won't fix. You can sleep 8 hours and still wake up tired if your brain never stopped working the day before. It can make you snappy, overwhelmed, forgetful, emotionally drained, restless, tired, irritable, anxious, guilty, tired in your bones. Does anyone ever have that feeling? And then comes the spiral. I should be able to handle this. Other moms can do it. What's wrong with me? But friend, hear this clearly. Nothing is wrong with you. You are carrying too much in silence. The mental load was never meant to be. Let's look at what God says about the things we carry, because He has a lot to say about burdens, both seen and unseen. This is where you get your journal out if you have one, and if you're at a place where you can stop and write down these verses. We talked about this in our last podcast episode. If you missed it, please go back and find my last one. They're so important. First verse, Psalms 55:22. Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you. Not some burdens, not only the big ones, all of them, even the mental ones. Verse number 2, Matthew 11:28. Jesus says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Your mental exhaustion counts as a burden. Jesus cares about that too. Verse number 3, 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your cares on Him because He cares for you. Cares here means anxieties, responsibilities, concerns, even the repetitive thoughts that feel overwhelming. God sees what your mind carries, and He calls you to give it to Him again and again and again. I want to give you some practical ways that you can lighten this mental load that we all carry. So let's talk about a few small but powerful shifts that you can make this week. Number 1, get the thoughts out of your head and onto paper. A brain dumped onto paper becomes manageable. A brain trapped in your mind becomes overwhelming. Write it down, list it, organize it later, or don't. Just getting it out is relief. Number 2, delegate without guilt. That's hard for me. I struggle with that one. I don't like to delegate because I like to do everything myself to make sure that it gets done right. And that's why I'm stressed out all the time. So I need to be writing this down as well. Delegate without guilt. Your mental load is invisible. So most people don't realize how much you're carrying until you say it out loud. It's okay to ask for help with chores, help with appointments, help with planning, help with remembering. Delegation isn't weakness, it's stewardship. That one's for me. I hope that helps you too. Number 3, build one mental reset into your day. This could be a short prayer walk, deep breaths in the car. If you spend a lot of time in your car, traveling back and forth to work, traveling back and forth to practice, traveling back and forth to extracurricular activities, wherever you are traveling back and forth from, take deep breaths in your car. That helps to relax you and slow yourself down a little bit so you don't get so anxious. Closing your eyes and releasing the day to God. A moment of gratitude. Those are always important because we take our mind off of our problems for a minute and focus on something good, something that we're thankful for. something that we're grateful for. So a moment of gratitude. Or a few minutes outside without a task. Without a task. Don't you take something outside to work on. It's without a task. You're not supposed to be thinking about anything else. Just a few minutes outside without a task. This helps unclutter your mind and it recenters your spirit. Number 4, pray a letting go prayer as needed. Here's one you can use. Just an example. Lord, I'm carrying too much. Help me release what isn't mine to hold today. That's it. You don't need fancy words, just honesty. I want to end today with hope for you. You were never designed to hold everything together. You were never meant to carry every detail, every worry, every responsibility alone. The mental load might feel invisible to others, but it is fully visible to God. And He is inviting you into rest, into release, into peace, into partnership with Him. You can breathe again. You can let go again. You can rest in the truth that you don't walk this journey alone. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today on the Grace Filled Mom podcast. If this episode encouraged you, I would love for you to share it with another mom whose mind feels full and who needs a reminder that she doesn't have to carry everything alone. Remember, wherever you are in your motherhood journey, you are not alone. God sees you, He loves you, and His grace is enough for every single step. I'll see you next time.